Can you see me? What the fuck? Who the fuck? Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm gonna be doing a drive with me type video because I got ready today and I was gonna film while I got ready, but I was calling Anna, so I didn't end up doing that. Oh, so yeah, today I'm gonna be doing like a drive with me, day in the life type thing. Well, I just give a bunch of life updates. I have been having a lot going on and I haven't posted like a video about me talking about just a bunch of shit that I am going through and like updates and just like personal shit, I guess. I haven't done that in a while. So today I'm gonna go like wash my car, get some more coffee. I already got coffee today, but I'm gonna get more because what the fuck? I'm gonna get my antidepressants from Tom Thumb. Also, look at all my tattoos. I have a shit ton now. Not a shit ton, like I still have a full sleeve or anything, but that's the goal. The goal is 2 full sleeves and then like tattoos and shit like that. But anyways, I got a Pokemon, I got fairies for me and Kara. I am gonna do a tattoo tour once I have all the tattoos I want. For now, by the end of this year, hopefully I have a full sleeve. I have a couple appointments lined up. Yeah, I'm talking a shit ton already. Okay, let's just go. How do people drive with me? Like, how is someone driving when I'm in the passenger seat and they just don't crash? Like, I could not stop staring at me. I'm just kidding. It's so cute. What the fuck? It's so fucking bright. Sorry, I'm cussing a lot. Cussing. I was in the middle of the street, fully stopped. I'm in a neighborhood right now though, so it's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna say that's fine because I don't have, like, I've already been honked at twice in the span of 5 minutes. So I guess the farthest update I can give that's like kind of big, I went to a mental hospital like last, I think November. I went November, late October. Yeah, I went to an outpatient facility. I don't want to say mental hospital. I feel like that's like making it sound like, oh, I went to mental. I don't know. Yeah, that was okay. I can do a video on that experience if you want. I was only there for a week, so it's not like anything crazy. My experience was, I would say, pretty mediocre. It was fine. It wasn't bad, wasn't amazing, but everybody's different. So I was in a really bad place mentally. I remember just not good. I had to sleep with my mom. I couldn't sleep alone. I couldn't really be alone. It was really bad. But I'm a lot better now. For the past like year, I've been getting really into tattoos and stuff like that. So I think, well, I know, I've been working on getting a tattoo apprenticeship because I want to do tattoos really, really, really bad. And I've been reaching out to a lot of shops, and every time I get tattooed, I'm just like, hey, how was your experience? Do you have any advice? Shit like that. And I met up with a shop yesterday, or with an owner of a shop yesterday, and that went well. He basically was like, if you wanna apprentice here, you can. He didn't say that directly, but he was like, if you want to. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he did offer me one. I don't wanna like say, yeah, he did all that. I don't know. Yeah, I told him that I was still looking at shops because I'm really scared to have a bad experience. And I really wanna be in a shop with multiple women, because I'm very scared of men. So I'm working on doing that, and I think I might hopefully meet up with the shop closer to me. I went to one in Dallas, and that's an option, but I also have another one I'm supposed to meet up with, or hopefully meet up with. They didn't say a for sure thing, but yeah. So hopefully I'm doing that within the next couple months. I'm really antsy to get started because I feel very motivated right now at this current moment in time. For the past like couple weeks, I've been feeling really good, and yeah, I haven't really ever felt this way, so that's weird. I've been seeing a new therapist. I've been seeing a therapist for a couple months now. Yeah, there hasn't been like an insane update, like life update or anything. It's mostly just my life right now consists of school, apprenticeship, looking for, and makeup, and my BF. Basically, I obviously love YouTube, or it's not obvious because I don't post like a whatever, like I don't do that very often. It's not that I don't want to do YouTube, it's just it's really hard for me to get motivated with YouTube, and since I've found like tattooing and stuff like that, I've been really motivated to do that, and it's very hard for me to be motivated. Like, I find it very, very, very difficult. So when I find something that makes me really motivated, I work towards that, and kind of only that. I'm trying to do YouTube still because I think it's a really good thing and I love interaction and everything. It's not that I don't like it, it's not that I don't want to do it. I would love to do YouTube consistently. It's just very hard for me to find motivation. I don't know why. I think I've had some negative experience with it, mostly positive. I'm not like complaining because I don't know where I would be without YouTube. I don't know who I would be without YouTube, which sounds kind of dramatic, but like it's really something that's helped me. It's also kind of not helped me. Like, it's been kind of difficult to deal with at times. But overall, I don't know what I would do without YouTube, like where I would be. It's been overall really good. There's been obviously some bad moments with YouTube, especially when I was like dealing with depression a lot. Like, I still do, obviously, but when I first realized what was happening in my brain, I was on YouTube. Like, I started YouTube maybe 7th grade, and I started struggling with depression really bad, like freshman year through now. It's been odd dealing with that on camera. Doing that like in front of people and sharing my experience with it has brought like some negativity. There's been some people that are like, you're not depressed, you don't know what that is, like, you're faking it for attention, like all that stuff, which is so stupid. I talked about this in my like mental health get ready with me thing, where people would like think I was faking it for attention or like to be quirky, because apparently at one point someone decided that people love to be depressed as a quirky trait, you know? Which honestly kind of pisses me off, because everybody deals with shit in different ways. Everybody deals with stuff differently. Some people joke about it, and I do think that some people, like, you know, romanticize depression and mental illness a lot. But I hate when people, like, yell at people for it, because you could be accusing someone of doing that, like romanticizing it, and like you're basically invalidating their entire mind. Like, you're like, oh, you're faking it, you're doing this for attention, you think it's funny, like you're taking this as a joke, and they could literally be struggling so hard. Like, you have no idea. So when people have the audacity to be like, you're faking it, like, you're not above anybody. Like, you should not be invalidating someone like that, because it can really affect them. Like, if someone seems like they're romanticizing it, or if they're like doing it for like a quirky thing, like, yeah, that sucks. You don't know how they deal with their shit, you know? And it just makes me mad, because I feel like it puts them on a higher like pedestal. And like, yeah, it sucks to see someone like romanticize something that you really struggle with, but they also could just be dealing with it their own way. So with the possibility of that, I would just not say anything, because I remember people would tell me that. I remember one time I was like on a live, and I was like, getting ready for therapy, and apparently someone thought I was romanticizing it, or I was just, you know, making it a little quirky thing, when I was literally just getting ready for therapy. And I wanted to share my experience with therapy. I don't know what I was saying in that live. I was probably like 15, and they were like, I remember being like so hurt by them invalidating me. I was sobbing. Like, I had to get off live. I like went to therapy. I cried about it for an hour straight. I was so affected by it.
Hi, how are you? Good, how are you?
Let me see that tattoo. Dude, that is adorable. It is so cute.
Shout out to Leia. She's amazing. It just makes me mad a little bit. It gets me a little worked up, because who are you to invalidate somebody? You know? You know? I understand feeling like defensive. I understand that. It doesn't give you any place to be like, you don't struggle with this because you didn't go through this. Because you don't even know what they've been through. They might have gone through the worst shit in the world, and they just don't say it. And if they do say it a lot, it doesn't make them any less valid. They could just talk a lot. I know people that think, oh, you haven't gone through anything, so I don't get why you're sad. Like, But I do agree that some people should put it in perspective, because like with me at least, I know that sometimes I do feel bad for myself, and sometimes you might need to remind someone, hey, like put it in perspective, someone's going through this. I do understand that, but in a way it kind of invalidates your feelings sometimes. So it's all about like balance, and everything's so complex, so it's just like, huh? Like I remember being really sad about my back brace and like scoliosis and shit in middle school. Like I remember that affecting me a lot, and nobody told me like, hey, it might not be the worst thing in the world, but it still does suck. Like, yeah, I wasn't dying, but I went through something that affected me a lot. And I remember I would tell myself, well, at least you don't have this, or at least you like be grateful for, and it is good to be grateful for what situation you're in, but it's also okay to be like, oh, this does suck. Like, it's okay to be sad about it. Because I would feel guilty for like feeling sad about it and feeling really alone and like all this stuff. I would feel really guilty. Like I would just be like, oh, Rachel, you're such a bad person. Like you don't put stuff in perspective, which I did, but you know, I didn't give myself permission to be sad, basically. I was like, no, you can't be sad about that. It's stupid and it's not a struggle. Like you're fine. Like, oh, someone I know went through this, and you're not even nearly that bad. Like, girl, it sucked, period. Like, nobody wants to go through that. My car is so dirty. That snow sucked. I didn't have power or water for a couple days, which wasn't the worst thing in the world, but not being able to leave the car wash is still so packed, dude. I'm going anyways. What do I have to do? Literally nothing. Also, I went to Quick Trip yesterday and there were no Altoids. What's that trend on TikTok where it's like, that's some bullshit. When they run out of Altoids at Quick Trip. I was so pissed. I messaged a tattoo shop last week or a couple weeks ago, and they said that they were gonna they talked to their boss, and they were like, well, we are looking for an apprentice. And I was like, oh, for real? And she was like, yeah, I'll let you know. But then it snowed. It was kind of bad. It is really intimidating though. I was talking to my mom yesterday about it. The tattoo industry, to me, is intimidating regardless, because when I'm a girl, it's a male-dominated career. And most of the people that I've talked to or seen, they are older people. Not like old, but like adults. And I'm 18, so I'm technically an adult, but if I were to work in any shop right now, I would be the youngest person there. I know that I have a lot to improve on as an artist. Like, I just know I have a lot to improve on. Everybody can improve. Nobody's at their best, to be honest. Everybody can improve, no matter what the situation. So I know that I am talented. Like, I have something going. Like, I have something going on. But I also recognize that I have a lot to improve on. Like, there's so much room to improve. So that's really comforting for me, at least.
Better pick on.
I will.
Okay, thanks.
Bye. That was my BF. I was on the phone with my BF. Did I mention I have a BF? I love that bitch. Look at all the Red Bull cans in my car. 1, 2, 3. I just got back home. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video right now. I only have 45 seconds on this SD card, so I'm gonna make this outro really quickly. I'm just gonna say goodbye. I hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!